Can you please stand up? Can you please stand up?
Try.
Okay, take that mic, grab it, put it that way. That way? No. The chair over there. The chair over there. The chair over there. Chair over there. Okay, sit down. Sit.
Sit.
Sit. Scoot in. Scoot in. Scoot in. Scoot in. Very good. Bring the mic to your face. Okay. Stay there. What the? You're my most moronic employee. I need you to be a translator for me.
Okay.
A moron translator. Here, we can reframe.
Okay.
That's why Brandon is here. We got both Brandons. I'm going to ask you this question again. I'd like you to answer exactly how you answered. Why did you spend money on this card?
With the intention to pay it back.
That is not what you said. But sure, let's go with that. I asked, why did you spend money on this card? With the intention to pay back. Can you please translate what her actual response was?
Explain that one more time.
Do I need a translator for you, dude? Come on.
You said
you're here to translate for her. She said, well, first of all, her first response was
because I wasn't always doing that.
Because it's been a few months or something like that.
Okay.
It was more of how you structured the question around why I was making the minimum payment.
While spending quadruple the minimum monthly payment on there. Can you tell me?
And that's what was my response was.
What's your response?
That it was more that I had intentions of paying it back.
Okay, what the f*** does she mean?
Boss, I can't explain that.
Brandon, come on, give it your best. You have to be my translator here.
Okay, so spending the money because we intended to pay it back. We were going to pay it back.
But we haven't. So you spent money, interest is accruing, takes 25 years to pay off, by the way. 25 years to pay off. You have a kid, 20-year-old, homeschool kid. Kid can't afford your bills. This takes 4 months to pay off. You know, interest is accruing. Why would you put money on a credit card and not a debit card when interest is accruing and you can't pay it off?
It's connected to my PayPal. So if there's larger debits coming out of the purchases, it was hitting that card instead of the debit card.
We're using PayPal instead of, because it's linked.
You're not using PayPal unless this is attached to PayPal?
The card, that...
So when you spend money through PayPal, it's charging this credit card.
Yeah, and I didn't know.
Why the f*** are you doing that?
I didn't know.
You didn't know. So if I look at your statement right now, there will be no more spending on it if you pull up your phone?
Besides certain things, yeah.
There's a couple things on there.
Okay. What the f*** are you spending? First of all, Corporate Filings LLC, not through PayPal, Corporate Filings LLC. And then there's PayPal. And then La Quinta Inn and Suites. Mm-hmm. Trying to get another baby daddy?
Not too much on me. Not too much. No. I
didn't spend that, boss.
You did spend that.
I spent it, but it wasn't to make another baby.
Okay. 17% interest. $120 of interest accruing. Again, I mean, it's with your income, it's absolutely insane. And again, like, you're filing a business to scam people. And you're just a scammer. You work for a scam agency. That's what you have said. That is what you have said. I mean, they said you've been also addicted to gifting on TikTok.
I used to be, yeah.
And now you're a scammer.
I am not a scammer.
Explain how what you're doing is not scamming.
I'm not. I'm actually using my leadership skills and my
Can you
education.
tell me what leadership skills you have?
I have great organizational skills. I build a community for my people. So it's not just about
That's leadership? Being organized is leadership?
you'd be surprised that some people cannot put together.
Some leaders are not organized, but it's not a leadership skill.
It should be. Being organized should be.
Translate.
It kind of sounds like she runs a Discord.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, she agrees. Okay. So, what is all this gifting you're doing or we're doing on TikTok? All this money that you don't have, that you're getting from your fucking dads of men. Dads of your
Dads
children.
of men.
Mm-hmm. What is the gifting?
Well, first of all, it's not dads of men.
What is this gifting?
So in order for you to have some visibility on TikTok, you kind of have to give a little to get a little. And
No, I just created content that people wanted to watch.
but
maybe
are
you should
live,
try that.
Are you live streaming? I mean, being a content creator and being a live streamer, those are two different roles.
So you're gifting in your own live stream.
No, I'm not. I'm gifting in other people's live stream
Why does that matter for your live stream?
because a lot of them would come back around and they would gift you.
How long have you been doing this?
Well, I don't do it anymore.
How long were you doing it?
Like a year.
And you accumulated 4,000 followers.
Yeah. Well, over that, it's a total. I have 2 accounts, so it's almost 8,000.
Translate.
We're paying for clout.
Yeah. And that's what you're going to coach other people to do? Just to pay for clout instead of actually make content that people want to watch. So you never made content that people wanted to watch. You just paid for clout. You paid for clicks. You paid
Again,
for views.
Content creator.
And then you're going to
is-
sell $100, $50, whatever course on that. That's what you're going to tell people to do? And that's going to teach them how to be safe? The dots are not
TikTok
connecting.
does it all the time.
Does what all the time?
That is a course that they teach on their
Yeah, but
market.
they probably know what the they're talking about.
Okay, well, you don't know me, I don't know you, so how
I know you have
can't-
4,000
you
followers.
can't pass judgment on something that I thought that I was knowledgeable about.
I can pass judgment on analytics and what you're trying to do and already working for a scam agency, and then you're just going to repeat that process instead of actually providing any kind of value to this world.
Well, if I'm entertaining and people are gifting me, then that's what I'm going to do.
But they're not gifting you. You're
They
gifting
were.
other people.
I was making.
But you paid for it.
I wasn't always paying for it. I had fans that came into my room and enjoyed me bruising people's egos. That's what I did.
What? What?
It was entertaining for them.
What do you mean?
It's a good type of banter.
What do you were just sitting there trashing them?
It's called bantering.
I think that we're talking to people. We're paying to talk.
You're paying to talk.
I'm not paying.
You paid to get people to come watch you to then hopefully pay for you to talk shit to them.
No, I don't pay people to come watch me talk.
I have a quote from you that you gave our producers. TikTok is a Ponzi scheme. You have to give to get. No, that's literally not true.
For live streaming. Again, those are two
Then
different.
don't live stream.
Those are two
And
different.
also, that's not true at all.
A lot of people are not getting paid from their content anymore. They could have millions of views.
Those that create engaging content that people like do. I don't think you're a content creator. I don't think you know what you're talking about. I'm
not
sorry.
a content creator. I
But
never
you're
said
gonna
I
teach
was.
people how to be.
I'm live
That's your
streaming.
class. That's a content creator. You're a live streamer.
I think what we're trying to say here, boss, is I'm a scammer.
Well, at least you admitted it.